Good morning, everyone. I know that people are laughing at the way I say good morning, but that's just my thing. Hope you're all well. Good to be back. Sorry about yesterday. We had somebody who's unfortunately pulled out of our May event due to circumstances, so they obviously weren't to do this, but to do our 10 at 10. But don't worry, the person that's cancelled is coming back later, which is absolutely great. Hope you're all well. Been really busy. One thing that I love about doing these 10 at 10s is the people that join, and obviously, you know, the people that join as well from last week. And now I've got somebody to sign up to do 4 of our events, all of the gilding events, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, so yeah, as you know, I just like getting to know you. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Hopefully there's no problems today. The web off out later to the Surrey Expo show at to have a little moosey round and get people knowing about our events, which is really important. So hopefully let's have a look, see that she's joined. Let me just try again. Oh, I think she's there. There we go. She's there. Oh, well, she's round the corner and
hello.
There we go. Nice clipboard. There we go.
Oh no, I'm
upside down. And turn around, and there we go. There she is. God, that looked like you were. There we go. Cool. You're upside down and all sorts. Doing your yoga, weren't you? That's what it was.
Doing my yoga, yes.
We caught you in your yoga. Good morning. There you are. Good morning. So please introduce yourself, your business, and tell us what you make and sell.
Right. So I'm Bianca, and my business is Bianca Williams Design, and I design and make I do all my own designs, and I make homewares gifts. So I make things like lampshades, tea towels, cushions, cards, prints, basically anything I can put my patterns on. I will have a go at making it and selling it.
Brilliant. As a lot of artists, isn't it? You know, there's so much that you can put your design to, which I'm flabbergasted sometimes. Like, oh wow, look at this. This is new, which is brilliant. So, why did you set up your business? And how did you come up with your business name? Which I think I can work that one out. But
yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I lost my job during the pandemic, as lots of people did, and I've got a young family, and I was very lucky that I had a job that I'd been in for years, and I'd sort of, you know, I could manage my family and work. And then I was like, what am I going to do? There wasn't a lot of jobs around, particularly in textiles. So I was at home designing and did a collection of fabrics and posted it on Instagram and got a great feedback from it. And it was my brother that turned around to me and said, I really think you should just do this and go for this, which is exactly what has happened.
Wow.
And I've never really looked back. I've loved every minute of it. There's obviously been a lot of highs and lows, as there always are, but the more I do, the better it keeps on getting. I'm really enjoying it.
Fantastic. So thanks to your brother, because sometimes you do need that little kind of push. It's self-belief, believing in yourself. So many people, you know, there was a post this morning which a guy had put up, and it was just sort of saying about being a small business owner and, you know, all the things that you have to do, and you have to then, you know, as a mother, you run a family, you've got 2 kids, you run a business. There's a lot that goes into it, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot, and I never stop. I'm not one that sits down and really puts my feet up and relaxes very often.
I know.
So
I got for Christmas Tom Daly's autobiography, and it's still sat there behind me underneath the TV. And I keep saying, I will sit down. But actually, now the weather's getting better, I might just take an afternoon and sit in the garden and indulge in Tom Daly, like you do.
You need to go on holiday on an aeroplane and get.
That's what I need to do. Do you know what?
Yeah.
It was actually the other week, just before Easter, and I was contacting people, and I'm in the south of France, or I'm in Wales, or I'm here, there, and everywhere. And I said to Rob, we need to go away. We need to just, just be ourselves, and then I can read a book. So yeah, exactly. No, stopping is sometimes really hard, isn't it? Yeah. So whereabouts are you based, and where is your workspace? Where does it all happen?
Oh, good question. So I'm based down in Hove, and my workspace at the moment is our spare room. It was my husband's office, so
Right.
I'll actually let you have a little. I don't know if you can see.
Excellent.
So this was my husband's desk.
Yeah.
And then I've gradually, as you can only see very well, but kind of filled it with my products. And then I have my desk behind his. So that's currently where I work. I also have a conservatory downstairs, which has a big table on it where I make a lot of my lampshades and get my sewing machine out when I'm having a making day or a designing day, which is nice and bright and airy. But yes, space is getting to be a bit of a problem. So at some point I would love to get one of those big garden offices and put it in the back garden, and then I can just shut the doors and well, you know, I often get stuff out on the dining room table downstairs, and then the kids come home and I have to put it all away. So it would be nice to have my own studio space where I can just close the doors and leave the mess as such and know it'd be there, ready to go.
Ready to go,
But yeah.
Exactly. And I say, your designs, I have to say, we came down to the Garden Fell show and surprised you. And it was, I have never met you before. And I just hugged you because it was just like, it was kind of like, remember back in the days where we weren't allowed to hug, and I'm like, we're going to have a hug, you know. And, you know, you were there with Nina Ceramics, and, you know, I have to say that your stall looked really good. And, you know, as you know, there was a marquee there that, sorry, there's a light just coming. There was a marquee that I kind of went in, and I was in and out in 30 seconds, and it was all, you know, you knew exactly what, but it was totally what I'm not about, you know, and it was the very crafty. So, you know, and it might be for some people, but very professionally set up. Your designs look great. The oven gloves were just amazing, and then it just goes through. I think with your designs, oh my God, you do this and you do this, which is, you know, it really kind of pleases the senses, doesn't it, as such? Yeah, exactly. So hard question, maybe this one: have you a favorite item to create, and why have you chosen that?
I'm gonna talk about my lampshades, because obviously I love the designing side. That would be by far my favourite point of the business. The bit I enjoy is just designing the patterns and creating. But it would be my lampshades. I think there's something new I've learnt. Well, as everything with it, starting a business, you pretty much learn everything from scratch, aren't you? But I have learnt to make those myself, and I really enjoy making them. They are fiddly, but I'm getting the art to them. And yeah, I do enjoy making them, and they give me a lot of pleasure, and I get I sell a lot of them as well, and I get a lot of lovely feedback on them. The customers always come back and email me and say, oh, it's beautiful, we love it, thank you so much. So yeah, I'd say my lampshades.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? You're just sort of like wanting to, you know, just do something different in the bedroom or whatever room it might be, just by having a lampshade can just lift the whole kind of room and your sense there. Just got a lovely comment there from Julie, says she loves her apron. So she was the one who introduced me to you, which is just lovely. There's a new thing I've noticed on here that we can do now is if anyone puts a comment, I can now like it, but that must be new because you couldn't do that before. So, which is just a new little feature that Instagram constantly put new things on. And I say it's really lovely, like I say, because Julie as well, we've had so many people that are then, you know, telling me about other people, which is great. As I was just saying, our chat the other day with Custom Spirit, and we were talking about gin. We now have a gin person, Katie from H&G, which is brilliant. We had an amazing chat yesterday. She's a mother with 2 children, and, you know, it's her own business, and she signed up for 4 of our events. And so that is absolutely brilliant. And that's thanks to me chatting like we are now, and finding, you know, new people. And you know how when I talked about gin, and you know, there's certain people where it's here, there and everywhere, and I wanted to work with somebody small and independent and has you know, so yeah, exciting. So there'll be gin at our events. Do you like gin, Bianca?
I do like gin.
There
Yes,
we go.
I
See, I
do.
was thinking of you. I was thinking of you. Have you been working on anything new? I know your lampshades are new. Is that your new thing? Is there anything new at all?
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually, I don't know if you. So this is one.
Please show. Oh,
This is my bestseller lampshade at the moment.
wow, it's stunning. Yeah.
And I was just thinking about moving it on. Really, where do I go from here? So
Right.
I had been working on a new design based on the beautiful magnolias that had. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's so I.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
I get them printed onto cotton, onto panels,
Yeah.
and then I make them up. So it's quite hard sometimes to visualize what it's going to look like. So
Yeah.
I've scaled it down and made these little mini lampshades to see how it would look. So that will be new. I haven't got
That's
it
cute.
yet.
Yes, cute.
Yeah.
And it isn't as well, because I think as well, when we're driving around, we see the magnolia, and all of a sudden there's this big burst of pink, and you know, the blossom on the trees, and it's absolutely stunning. And then all of a sudden it's gone. And it's so, you know, with your designs, you can have it all year round. That's what is lovely about the seasons and nature and spring and summer, where things grow, but then they're gone, aren't they? Here we are.
Yeah.
Like the daffodils will come up, they say hello, off they trot. Now it's the tulips, they come up, say hello, and off they trot. So, you know, using that, if somebody really loves a flower and the blossom, and put it onto lampshades, it is a winner, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know with yourself, you know, as well, you're always open to feedback. I mean, only the other day we were there, we talked about the oven gloves where you've got the double hands one, but we like a glove. So you were sort of, oh, okay. So, you know, it's sort of like listening to what people are saying. And then if there's more than one person that says it, then maybe to extend your range, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Excellent. So we have an ethos. It's about being friendly, creative and unique. Is there an ethos or anything that you kind of work with?
Mine is, it's just keep going, like
keep going.
and then I story pop up in my head. You know, the just keep swimming, and I just say just keep going, just keep going.
Yeah.
You know, when anything gets tough or a little bit frustrated, or you know, just things aren't going your way, it's a just keep going, because you always get there, you always pass that bit, so you just literally just have to get through, and it works out. It's just keep going.
Yeah, I don't know if you watch Grayson's art. Do you watch this art club at all?
No, I do know what you're talking about, but I don't watch it.
But they do a thing each week, and this week or Friday it was about the future, you know, and it's what the future means as well, isn't it? And it's that bit of, you know, what's now and what's beyond. So it's kind of very much in the forefront. Question I was going to ask, which I know it's not on the 10 at 10, and sometimes I do this. As a kind of fabric design, you know, your designer, as in your designs, what would you say makes you kind of different from others? So say, for instance, and I know there's somebody on here that's similar to you. How would you, if somebody come up to you and say, oh, what makes you different from that other person? How would you answer that?
Well, I would say it's my designs.
Yeah.
So my uniqueness to me would be the way I create my designs. As far as I know, that my designs are quite different and unique, and I don't know anyone who does that, my type of design. So, and it's all personal, isn't it? With designs, what one person likes, and what else won't like, and I understand that, but I would just say it is my unique designs.
Cool. No, that's fine. And Bluebird there, they were actually Bluebird Designs, I don't know if you know them, and they've done our events, and they were hearting that as you were answering it. So it's just, isn't it? I think sometimes just having that, you know, we're ready at the event. So if somebody says, you know, a candle maker, well, what makes you different? And actually in my head, I already know that question if that was the case. So if somebody came to me and said, well, what makes Bianca different to that person? I know straight away. It's not just saying, well, we've got loads of fabric or we're all the same. It's very, very, exactly. You know, it's really lovely because, as you know, with Spoonflower, we work with designers, and that's something that we're looking maybe watching this space is to work with some of you guys to take your fabric and then make it into bow ties, pocket squares, etc., which would be lovely. So it'll be kind of your name on it, but we're, you know, and I think it's really lovely. I mean, we woke up this morning to have 3 orders with 5 cravats, which is just amazing, and I can see why, because the designs that person, you know, we make it, but that design is just, it's just beautiful. You know, there's the bumblebee and the butterflies, and that's going to give people happiness, isn't it, with fabric? Yeah, exactly. Went on a bit there, sorry. So, what are your goals and dreams for this year and beyond, I would say?
Well, for this year, I'm really, well, it's this will answer a few of the next questions, but I'm really on trying to find some key selling locations. So I want to get my brand out there, get it seen by as many people. So yeah, I'm just trying as many fairs and markets as I can possibly fit in without driving my husband nuts looking after the children, basically. So yeah, so that's number 1. Number 2, I want to get some wholesale orders. So I've got my first stockist. That's a new area for me that I want to try and get into. And I suppose number 3 would just be to try and find some more creative time, because obviously when you start your own business, you get, and it is just me, you get very down with all the other bits, the admin, the marketing, the advertising yourself, the graphic design, the Instagram, all of that. So, and as I've said before, the creative bits are the bit I really enjoy. So I would like to try and find a bit more time to do more of that as well.
Yeah. Definitely. And that is the thing, isn't it? Where, you know, I think sometimes you have to stop yourself, go, right, I need to do all the other stuff, because if you just go, yeah, I'm going to be creative and whatever, that all gets lost, because all of a sudden you can be, you know, I'm just going to go and design a load of stuff, but actually you still need to sell it, don't you? Which, you know, and as just now you've shown your, you know, your products, how great is it? Let's go and show that product in a shop, wholesale as well. And we're the same with our skincare and candles. You know, we don't sell that online, so we have it in Eco B Shop, which is doing well, and people can go in, you know, and that is the case, they can go in and smell it, where people, God, it's busy this morning. There's like quite a few people popping up, so just saying hi to everyone, which is lovely. Oh, yeah, there's just a few people as well. Yeah, some new people. And it's nice when we're doing this, because we also get new followers as well. Somebody just followed me earlier, which was lovely. So I'll go and check them out later. So who would you say is your support network?
Well, it would definitely be, well, yeah, it would definitely be my family, because obviously my brother, he gave me a bit of a push in the right direction. My husband's been absolutely fantastic, because he has given up pretty much his whole office to me, and he's pushed into a corner, and he looks after the children for me at the weekends, which enables me to do all my fairs and markets. Obviously my family, they've been great, and all the other businesses as well, because I do absolutely love that side of the markets and the fairs, is that everyone you meet is really friendly, it's really welcoming environment, and you learn so much from, whenever I do a fair, I always find I get as much from the sales and meeting customers as I do from other traders, because they'll always be like, oh, have you tried this fair or this market? Have you heard of these people? Or that you know, you might even, I've even had people say, oh, you know, would you draw a llama for me? I really want to get some of my products onto you know, onto other things. And so yeah, it's just great.
And also that is great, isn't it? If somebody asks you for something like that, a lamp or whatever, that's not for me, but you could then turn around and actually say, well, actually I know somebody else who could do that. And you know, our books that we've written, Flossie did the original, and then Chris who's just come back off honeymoon, if he's watching this. So he's just come back. So we know we're putting the pressure on him now because he's back from honeymoon. He's just got married and he's just doing the imagery for the free book, for the free remaining book. So no pressure, but we're excited to get that going as well. So what events are you doing with Curated by Dapper Suave?
So I've got my first one on May the 15th at Dorking Halls. And then I'm also doing October the 23rd at Dorking Halls. And I'm doing your Christmas one on the 7th and 8th at Gildings Barn.
Gildings Barns. Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Yeah. At the moment, we are frantically putting together signage and bits to go around the town and all of that we're sorting. So just getting the message out there, because we want to, obviously with Gildings, of getting people to know about that event, because it is brand new to us. A lot of people don't know about Gildings Barns, even people that live in Dorking. So we're spreading the word there about it, and it's an absolute stunning venue, which is going to be lovely. I mean, you're there for December, which is going to have this beautiful kind of Christmassy intimate feel, as in summer it's a little bit more open and we're using the gardens, but this one where there's going to be lighting and mulled wine and all sorts of lovely goodness going on. Last question I'm going to ask is, why did you choose to work with us?
Well, I thought you've obviously got a lot of energy and you're very passionate about what you do, and it comes across, and I think that's really exciting, because you need that as well if you're sort of putting your faith behind some people who are running their own business. You want to know that they're going to do their best for you, and I feel like you definitely are doing that. You're getting us out there. You're doing this 10 at 10 as well, which is great. And also for me, I want to try a new area. So Dorking and Surrey, it's a completely new area for me. So it'd be interesting to see what that brings for me too.
Definitely. Yeah. And it's kind of as you were saying earlier as well, one thing that I like to do, so for instance, if your husband was to come along with the kids at the beginning, and then kind of what to do. So what I try to do is work with the town, so that we can say, and I'll be doing that with the new poster, as I did last year, and they kind of advertise their shop or whatever it might be. And then, so that if you're coming into Dorking, you can then go off with the kids, and, I can let you know of what pubs, to have a Sunday lunch. So it's very much about, with the customers as well, and other people to enjoy Dorking and see what's about. We've got the Dorking cockerel, that if you haven't seen that, that's quite a, it's on a roundabout, and just other places that you might want to go. So they're kind of working with us, because, our customers can come along, enjoy our event, have some lunch, come back and see all the things that are in the town. And I think, and when the shops are also open, they can go along and venture in, because it might be some people who have never come to Dorking. A lot of people as well, they come into Dorking, free parking, come to our event, and then they go back home. So I've kind of talked to them about, come into the town and see what's here, what's great about it, which is something that I kind of, another extra thing I do. And then I'm helping promote those small businesses in Dorking as well, which is it's a winner-winner. Although some businesses find that they don't really understand that and kind of feel, well, what are you doing? I'm like trying to bring customers to you, but they don't understand it, some of them. But that's their loss, isn't it? Which is true. So excellent. So we've just got 2 more of the 10 at 10s, and then it's pretty much full on getting everyone to promote the event. It's really lovely at the moment, seeing so many people sharing it. I did the little video yesterday, which has got a big response. So yeah, lots and lots of sharing. And then I will see you on May the 15th, and we'll share this onto our YouTube channel, LinkedIn, etc., for anyone else to watch it. So really, really great to speak to you and see you again. And I'll see you in 18 days, is it now? Is it 18 days? It's coming, isn't it? I'm like, the weekend, we're in May. I mean, where has the last 4 months gone? It's crazy, isn't it? But onwards and upwards. All right, nice to see you. Speak soon.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.